Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amber and today we are going to create a painting called Picnic in the Park. First of all, we're going to start with some leaves because I like to transition from one painting into the next when I'm doing several in succession, and that is definitely what we're doing today. The first layer for the background is going to be white. Basically, I'm just creating this as a primer, and then we're going to go in with 3D paint. I've really been wanting to create like a gingham background for some of my paintings since we're doing some picnic inspired paintings. So you can follow along and see kind of the things that I struggled with this background. Obviously you can see here I've got some beautiful fluffy dahlias that I love so much. I think they turned out so great. I'm really proud of them, and I was hoping to share a tutorial for them, but I didn't like how it was filmed, so we are gonna have to scratch that and wait for another time to do a proper tutorial. When I was working on my last video that I posted, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, I've been too busy to do a video a week. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I did all the flowers that you saw me just add the shading to. I wanted to neutralize the white color because I didn't want it to look stark and fresh and new. I wanted it to look a little lived in. I wanted it to look like an actual picnic tablecloth, you know? And so I went in with black, blue, and white, and I just kind of grayed it out. And you can see like we've got some deeper shades of black in there, so it does kind of give it almost a textured feel. Next, we're going to go in with all of these stripes of paint. Oops. We are going to go in with these stripes of tape. And we're just going to make sure those are firmly set in place. And then we're going to go in with a light magenta and then a white as well, so that we can go in with kind of more of a pale pink at this point. And I had to watch this video several times over so I could really get it. But I watched like a tutorial on how to do a background like this on Pinterest. And basically you put the color on and then you wipe it off with a paper towel, because that makes it look like it's got seams in it. Like you can almost see the thread lines in your painting. So I loved that so much, but it was a little bit complicated, I am not going to lie. So here I went to put my tape on and I was like, I don't feel like this is right. So here you can see me scrolling my Pinterest to find that video again. And then I was like, oops, did that wrong. So I had to peel off all of these tape slices. And we are going to go back in. First of all, we're going to tidy up some of those bleed marks, because I don't know how you can just not have bleed marks, but whatever. And I'm very grateful to the ladies in the background that you can see walking through. They have cleaned my house many times, and they give me such a beautiful environment for me to create my art in. So I am extremely grateful for their help in keeping my house looking fresh and clean and feeling like a nice peaceful space for me. That's very important to me. So now we're going to go in with the crosshatch, crosswave, I don't know what you call it. We're going to go in the opposite direction and we're going to start making some square shapes essentially. And we're just doing the same process over and over, right? We're going in with that light pink, we wipe it off, and we just make sure that everything is covering all of the edges of the tape, hopefully. And then it's of course really sorry, sometimes I zone out. Look at me. I sat there for a long time. I sped this up for you. I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's time again. You can see I was tired. I was processing a lot at this time. And then this wasn't fully dry, but I was impatient, so I was like, I just want to go back in anyways. So I just used my hairdryer a little bit, and then it seemed to be not tacky anymore. So now we're going to go in with a darker pink because in the gingham painting that I saw, they had like darker squares wherever the pink lines overlap. And this will make more sense once you see the finished product. But this background took so much effort, I was actually kind of shocked. But it was really cool, and I actually ended up doing it for I think 3 or 4 different paintings of this series. So it definitely brought the vibe that I was looking for, you know? And once I did this one, I kind of felt like I got the hang of it a little bit more. And at this stage, it doesn't look super cool yet. I mean, the tape peels are kind of fun, but they're not as satisfying as the very last ones. But look, you can see the light pink and the dark pink next to each other. And then here I just wanted to make everything perfect so that I could easily peel one by one because I'd kind of stuck the paint to the back of the painting. Look at that. Oh, isn't that so cool? And you can see why I had the white toned down a little bit because now it would just look like a fresh tablecloth. Not every tape peel is going to be satisfying, unfortunately. But that is life, isn't it? All right, look at that. Isn't that so cool? My gosh, I'm so proud of this. It wasn't perfect. Like you can definitely see there are a little, like some wavy spots and some spots that look a little bit better than others. But all in all, I was pretty happy with it. And here you can see I'm starting to play around with the flowers that are going to go on top. Just making sure that the colors feel harmonious because, you know, if not, then I can always go in and kind of shade the flowers a little bit more so that they look just right. And then here we are on a new day, fresh water. Let's get started. So first of all, I just wanted to make sure that my lines are somewhat clean. I didn't want it to be perfect, but I didn't want it to look completely messy either, like I don't know what I'm doing. So here we're just gonna go in with my beloved technique of shading and adding dimension into the flowers. Sometimes I will add the colors into the piping bag so that it comes out already 2 tones or 3 tones in each flower. But I always love this method because this is perfect for doing like a color melt or like a gradual shading. These are my foxgloves. And I did not know how to make them, so you can see there's a couple variations of them on that, what do you call it, like the canvas covered in plastic. I love to put all of my flowers on the canvases that are still coated in plastic because you can always peel it right off. It's so easy. I love it. I'm always trying to find the best ways to streamline what I'm doing so that this process can become effortless for me, and you know, I get to spend more time like hopefully making better footage and you know, making really high quality paintings. So everything I can do to make my life easier, I do like to, you know, invest in that. So here we are going to start adding in our pink flowers on top of that lush green circle. Isn't it so pretty? It's so nice. I wish I would have been able to film this in natural light for you guys, but unfortunately I was running a little short on time, and so I just had to make paintings around the clock, right? You could see my husband was walking through in the background there. Normally I try to do my artworks while I'm home alone because it's very nice to have the house to myself because then I can kind of control more of the background noise, but I don't always get that choice because, come on, I mean, this is real life, right? And I do not have a perfect studio. So some days when I'm painting, you can just see life kind of flowing around me, and that's life, right? So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna add all of these teeny tiny little flowers. And honestly, I was kind of going off of my picture, but I was also kind of just winging it. So you can see I was checking off all my paintings. Yay, it felt so good. And of course, here we are. Now I added some ants to the edge there because I wanted it to feel like, oh my gosh, the ants are coming to ruin our picnic. And it just makes it feel so authentic and picnicky. I hope you loved this video. I loved creating it for you. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.